March 23rd, 2:35 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 3.
Sally, now number 5.
No, but we are with 3 people.
True to that.
Court will now reconvene. I assume both sides are ready.
Who actually want to give a quick recap what actually happened? Because we didn't do that.
I got kidnapped. Maya got kidnapped. Miss von Karma got shot. Kidnapper was revealed as a high requirement that he was Shelley the Killer. That was got hired from, of course, from a famous samurai. Was it?
Actor,
Yeah,
actually.
who turns out to be an absolute bastard too, by the way.
Everything to get his not guilty verdict.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not really fair for us.
Quite a nasty character, that guy.
Yep. Definitely a yep. But yeah, I am MegaDragonoid. The others are...
I'm just Patty's man.
Wait until we break them. I am Shiva, guys.
There you go. Yes, Your Honor.
Wow, the struggle is still on both faces.
Yes, yes.
I can understand the defense acting like this. How? Oh yeah, sorry. Oh, automatic usage. Sorry.
Oh dear. You're playing as Wright, okay? You gotta remember that.
I blanked.
Oh,
However, why do you also seem distraught, Mr. Edgeworth? That is, it's nothing, Your Honor.
Wow, straight face. What's wrong with you, Edgeworth?
It looks like something unexpected just happened to him.
Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you could please tell the court the results of the handwriting analysis on Miss Impax's suicide note. Yes, Your Honor. Unfortunately, we have discovered that this suicide note is a forgery.
Say what? What?
What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's a thing?
This note was not written by Miss Impax herself. It is a fake. Order! Mr. Edgeworth, would you care to explain what is going on? If this was not written by Miss Impax, then who wrote it? We would need more time to do a more detailed analysis. However, it appears that the handwriting matches that of the victim, Mr. Juan Corrida.
Juan, baby!
Mr. Corda?
Well. It looks like Miss Impax never left the suicide note after all. She never wrote anything about on guard.
However, Your Honor, even though this suicide note is indeed a fake, Mr. On Guard could not have known that, and so that fact remained unchanged. Acting under the assumption that it was real, he had plotted to possess it. That does sound plausible.
Yes.
Ah, my eyes. The theory that Unguarded had no idea the suicide note was fake. What?
It's a little bit wrong with it.
Okay, present evidence. The defense believes that the theory of the prosecutor has stated contradiction testimony. The prosecutor has proven to this point is true. Impossible for Mr. Unguarded to have known it was a fake.
What is this little item called again?
A video camera, Your Honor. Well, a very small one, but...
Oh, that's right, a camera. Yeah, your kids and your fancy toys nowadays.
You and your kids are your fancy.
Sure, earlier you claimed that Mr. Unguarded knew the existence of this note because he was spying on the victim. Isn't that right?
Hmm?
If that were true, then this means Mr. Unguarded should have known the victim had forged the note.
Ah!
Ooh, ouch.
Ooh.
So then, the defendant knew this suicide note was a fake. And if that's true, then the situation has suddenly changed in a very dramatic way.
Exactly, Your Honor. The prosecutor's theory was to what Mr. Unguarded's motive for the murder was. It suddenly disappeared into thin air.
But, Your Honor, it's not as if Mr. Unguarded monitored Mr. Corridor 24 hours a day. Perhaps the victim wrote the note in a place Mr. Unguarded didn't know of.
I'll right back at you, Mr. Edgeworth. Why don't you show us some proof that the victim made the forgery at an unknown place?
Right in the middle. Right in the middle.
Order, 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 Mr. Edgeworth. It looks like this time it is you who has dug his own grave. As I figured. Huh? As you figured? As I figured, it came down to this after all. Mr. Edgeworth, you are not making any sense. When I heard the results of the handwriting analysis, I thought this might happen. The question is, what next?
What next?
If the prosecution can't prove Mr. Unguarded's motive through the evidence, then we must prove it from another angle. Well, I agree with you there. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a witness to the stand at this time. Oh, well, that's fine. However, this witness is a little unusual.
If you're stuttering, it's not like him at all.
Unusual? Well, what sort of witness is this person, Mr. Edgeworth? This witness is one who is perfectly fit to answer once and for all the question of who was it that hired Shelley the killer to commit murder?
That's impossible. Who in the... No such a person exists who can answer that question with a certainty.
Yes, Mr. Wedgeworth, who is this witness? It's, yes, go on. Who is it? The man himself, Mr. Shelley the Killer. Oh, Mr. the Killer.
Okay, why do I feel like if I'm going to press X right now, like he's going to like say,
no, it's like
the killer?
no, it's like do, 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 do.
What do you think, bro?
I feel like he's gonna end up saying, "Wait, what?"
I think so too. Well, let's continue.
Wait, Shelly D. Killer.
We knew it! I was actually the closest of us all! I was the closest! I was the closest! $5 here! Come on, $5!
Well done, bro.
That was $5.
Oh, genius!
And by the way, I need to save my money, so.
I know, I was just joking around.
You mean the killer? I mean the assassin? Yes, Your Honor.
What is he actually doing here? How did he came here?
I thought he escaped.
Hello? Shelly
He's
the
coming
killer?
here to the witness stand?
Yes,
When he
he
wants to-
is. He is there. The watch what Mr. Phoenix Wright holds. That is the witness.
Well, yes, in a matter of speaking. I recognize that this is a very unusual circumstance, so I ask for your permission. Well, Mr. Wright,
Yes?
is this alright with you?
Do we have a choice here? I can't really do much else to drag this trial out. The defense has no objections, Your Honor.
I wonder if it really is alright to do this. Very well then. The prosecution calls its witness to the stand.
Edgeworth, is there no other way to left to us?
Now then, witness. Your name and occupation, please.
It's actually.
What the actual fuck?
Guys, this could be a distraction to save Maya.
That is bizarre. That's a new one. That is definitely a new one. What the hell?
I didn't see this coming! I didn't see this coming!
Good, sir.
Actually, you didn't mean to make yourself a radio voice now, actually.
I can
Very
do
good, sir. Shelly the Killer, and I am a professional assassin.
Oh, this game is gonna go off the topic!
I say, what is going on here? Your Honor? How can you remain so calm? And what is the meaning of this two-way radio? Actually, Your Honor, it was delivered to me just now, and it came with a condition. As long as we do not trace its source, Mr. D. Killer will testify to this court.
What?
that.
That's right. I told you, he's gone away. I was wondering how on earth they were going to get him to be a witness. How can he be agreeing to this? That doesn't make any sense. Why would he agree to this? What the hell? Oh dear.
Oh my god. Oh.
This game just gets crazier and crazier, right, bro?
How are we now gonna save her?
Save her. You will save her.
So this must be what the urgent phone call you got was about.
Oh no, this will not do. I cannot allow this in my court. First of all, we can't even be sure this is really Mr. D. Killer himself. Witness, please present some sort of proof that you are, in fact, Shelly D. Killer. I understand. Please, wait a second. Hmm?
I'm so happy.
Maya!
Maya.
A voice. Mr. Wright, can you confirm anything from this?
Defense has no objections to this person. We are satisfied that this man is indeed Shelly the Killer.
It looks like we have run into yet another unexpected turn of events. Well, it doesn't seem like we have too many choices under these circumstances, so... Now then, witness. There
I'm
is
so
one
hungry.
thing I would like to confirm before we speak of anything else. And what would that be?
What do you want to say, Shira?
Ah.
You wanted to say something.
I am so hungry.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hungry home. At the request of a client, you killed Mr. Joan Corda. Is this correct? It is, I should say. I did indeed kill Mr. Corda. Ooh.
Ooh.
Now that we have answered that, let's move on to the name of your client. Very well. This is all just a bad dream. Yes, that's it, a bad dream.
oh god. This is not a bad dream, dude.
It's a funny dream. Shelly the Killer. What is he going to say?
It's a nightmare.
There is something I must first state. To an assassin, nothing is more important than the trust between a client and himself. And that is the reason I am here today on this witness stand. It is my wish that you grasp this concept before I give the name of my client.
Okay, you can't stop with that, bro.
Yeah, I think so. Surprisingly takes the breath out of you.
I can tell.
Mr. the Killer seems to be a very clever man. I'd almost say he seems to be mocking us. While he may appear to be our enemy, Your Honor, Mr. the Killer is only stating the truth. He is no hypocrite. He has always stood by this one belief. You mean about this trust between his clients and himself, eh? It seems to be a level of trust beyond what people like me can comprehend. Well, Mr. Wright, are you ready to cross-examine the witness?
Yes, Your Honor.
There is no way we know what's coming next. So stay cool and collected, Phoenix.
Well, luckily I got my billboard, so I am ready. A 1 and a 2. The trust between you and your client.
I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner.
You don't have to do that, bro.
It's fun.
Okay, if you want,
In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. If too many people knew my face, it would be quite troublesome. And that is why you're testifying in this manner? This is the first time one of my clients has ever been accused of murder. I must preserve the killer names. My clients can trust me.
But you couldn't someone stab you in the back or break your trust?
It hasn't ever happened before, but if it ever did...
Yes.
That person wouldn't be my client for very long. They would certainly... That's enough. Please, no more. Very well. It was only a hypothetical anyway.
Is this the third? Yeah. Yep. That seems a little strange to me. I mean, you're about to tell us the name of your client. I think this could be very bad for them.
It doesn't matter to me. This client has already broken the rules and acted outside of their prescribed role. Their role? This person tried to implicate another of the crime in order to save themselves. And this is a trespass that cannot be forgiven. Who gave you the right to be so high and mighty? To the gentleman who spoke just now, excuse me, but would you care to die? No, I didn't say anything.
The Joe's better watch himself. The trust between you and your client.
I provide my services in a fast and efficient manner. In exchange, I trust that my clients are discreet about me and my identity. Oh, we already did this, didn't we?
Yeah. I'm sorry, but I was wondering about something you just said. You said that your client had already broken the rules.
A person who feigns another is the worst kind of human.
And that's why you feel you can betray this person.
I have no trust relation with a client who can't understand their assigned role.
Just my luck, and assassin with a consequence. Who has figured?
Conscience.
Conscience.
Conscience. Now then, everyone, do you think you can understand my logic?
This case keeps getting better and better.
If you can't, then I'm afraid we can't proceed.
Everyone understands your point, I think, really.
In that case, I believe I am prepared to disclose the information you seek. You have made it crystal clear that you value trust over all else. I believe we are ready. Excellent.
This is getting crazier! And we were sure we had to kill her!
Part of Justin.
Yeah, I'm just looking if I'm getting it right.
Yeah, but Justin did not say that line about revealing the name.
Oh, alright. I didn't know that.
I thought I did earlier, but okay. What is it?
Now I can't bring myself to ask the client's name.
If you can't ask it, Miss Wright, then I will. Witness! What is the name of your client who requested the murder of Mr. Juan Corona? That person's name is...
My mother! No. My grandmother.
Adrian Andrews. Wait, what?
That's a lie.
Witness!
That's a lie. The cake is a lie. The shell
That's
is a
not who you told me it was earlier. Pray tell, what are you talking about, Mr. Prosecutor? I should think I know my own client, and it is Adrian Andrews. What?
Uh-huh.
This can't be. On the phone earlier.
What's going on here?
My guess is that Mr. the Killer just stabbed Mr. Edgeworth in the back.
Ooh, he got knifed!
He got stabbed.
Stabbed everywhere in the back?
I'm sure in order to get an audience with this court. Mr. the Killer told him a different name, but on guard perhaps. There must be
I knew it.
a picture. We need to have the picture.
This is outrageous. I was deceived. This witness is telling a very serious lie. You were the one who summoned this witness.
There's a picture of proof-ment.
Yo, Shelly the Killer. My testimony is the truth. The defendant at the moment is Matt Ungard. Am I correct? All I wish to do is to help procure his acquittal.
Break this radio. He's a lie. Wow. All of a sudden, it feels like we can actually win this.
Yeah.
Bloody blah blah.
The prosecution has failed to provide a motive and has instead provided this suicide note, which is a forgery created by the victim. Furthermore, there is a further possibility the defendant himself knew it was a fake. But most definitive of all, we have heard from the assassin himself the name of his client. Mr. D. Killer's client who requested the murder was not the defendant at all. No! With all this evidence, it is obvious to me that this means that Mr. Matt Ungard is innocent. I seem to have caused you all a bit of confusion. Please continue your discussion and call me when you have reached a verdict. Bailiff, please bring Miss Adrian Andrews in immediately.
What now? With all the way this going, Ungard will be found innocent. This may be our last chance to save Maya.
Yeah, but Edward is right. The killer is lying. And Ungard and my client, he knew he was guilty. I can't live with myself if I win this.
Who would have believed that the prosecution's own witness would absolve the defendant? Your Honor, the prosecution requests permission to further question the witness. Shelley the Killer is certainly lying under oath. It wasn't... Oh, sorry, that...
It wasn't me! Listen everyone! please, the testimony just now, it's all one big lie.
Miss Andrews.
The suicide note may have been fake, but that man Matt, he's the reason Celeste died. And Juan's death, it was all because he got pulled into the Matt twisted world. That testimony just now, you have to believe me. It was a horrible, horrible lie.
But Mr. D. Killer himself has testified. He has named you as his client.
No, it's not true.
Also, there is quite a bit of evidence that points to you. The knife and button, donning the nickel samurai costume.
That's...
You even have a motive. We know that Miss Celeste's impact has a large part of your life. You wanted to follow her, and you wanted revenge against the two who hurt her. I would say you have plenty of reasons to want them both dead.
Oh, no. Mr. Wright! You know the truth. Tell them. Tell them the real story. Who the real killer is. Tell them. Please, help me.
Yes, I know the truth.
Mr. Wright,
Yes, Your Honor.
I believe we have reached the end of this trial. Therefore, I ask the defense for any final words or opinion.
I have to decide. Do I take the not guilty verdict and save Maya? Or do I throw the chance away and wait for Gumshoe's new evidence? What am I supposed to do? Sorry.
Phoenix.
I can't do it, Mia. I can't accept the not guilty.
You are a liar.
I know. But the guard is a killer, a murderer. I can't get him away with this. I can't let someone else take the fall. If I let Andrews be confident, then I am no better than Unguarded. And even though I don't want to admit it, I have to face the fact. It is because Edward that I now know the real truth. You couldn't have gotten convinced so many times over. You could never took a single one of those chances. If I take the verdict right now, I'd be better betraying his trust. His trust? Never thought about it until now. I trust him?
You do.
Mr. Wright, your opinion, please.
The defense requests that we are allowed to further question Mr. the Killer.
Am I hearing you correctly, Mr. Wright? Right. But... that witness has cleared your client through his testimony. Your job here is done.
I'm not done yet. I see through the witness lies and find the truth. That's my job, Your Honor. There's still more evidence to look at. And I'm sure that once the pieces are arrived in this very courtroom, a miracle will occur.
Very well. This trial will continue. Mr. Edgeworth, please re-establish connection with Mr. the Killer. Right away, Your Honor. Has a verdict been reached? Before that, we would like to talk with you a little more. About?
Cookies and tea.
All you needed from me was the name of my client. What else could you need me for? Well, actually, excuse me. We would like to hear everything you know about this case. That is how things are usually done.
What's he talking about? Usually done?
But what shall we have him testify about now? Mr. D. Killer, if you don't mind, please testify about your client in more detail. You legal people and your procedures. Is it any wonder no one likes to go to court?
Okay.
As I have already stated quite a few times, Adrian Andrews is my client. However, one thing I simply cannot overlook is tampering with the scene of the crime. My client did it to frame another for the crime, while pretending to be the first person to discover the body and enter the scene. Adrian Andrews already knew from the very beginning that Juan Corda was dead. But even more appalling is the creation and planting of the knife and button. That act is what I was referring to when I said my client had broken the rules. This is a most unexpected turn of events for the 5th time now. However, this time everything has finally been revealed. Just a second, Your Honor. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? We still have the cross-examination to do. But you don't need to question testimony like this. Do you, Mr. Wright?
Your Honor, the defense will question the witness, as if I have a choice here.
Huh? Why? What this witness has said is nothing but beneficial to the defense's case. If you scrutinize the testimony, then
I will expose the lies in that also beneficial testimony, I suppose.
I don't understand what's going on anymore.
That makes the two of us.
And
Number one.
What is it, Mr. Wright?
If I press him the wrong way, I might raise suspicion on his end. I've done something to waste more time. Witness, about requesting a hit.
Yes.
How much is your fee?
I see you are also quite a dark-hearted man, Mr. Attorney.
Huh?
If you would like to talk business, we can do so after the trial.
Oh,
No. Are you not thinking about...
Mr. Wright?
Yes?
You want to kill me. You want me dead, don't you?
Oh no, we don't want to kill you. You just only trim your beard a little bit.
What? Why would you think something...
Guilty! Mr. Phoenix Wright, you're hereby declared guilty! Witness, let's continue. Why did you disclose the name of your client? They are your client, are they not?
Oh, this is getting better. Guilty!
Guys, it's getting worse instead of better.
So you're saying most of your clients couldn't do such a thing?
That is correct. Usually, most people try to create an alibi for themselves. If you should use my services, Mr. Attorney, I would suggest you plan for your alibi too.
No, I'm already told you. I have no intention of using your service. Ever! Why does he keep looking me at another one? Like I'm the one on trial here.
Adrian Andrews arraigned you. Oh, sorry, that was one we already looked at. Never mind. Sorry.
5th, 6th. There. And that's all you have to testify?
Yes, and I pray that I will never be called to the stand again.
Again? As in you plan to continue?
I must, as I have yet to find a person to take my place and become the false successor. Actually, how would you like a new life, Mr. Attorney?
Excuse me? No. I'm fine, really.
Are you really?
What of kind of man that just thinks how I am now?
What are you going to do now?
All I can do is expose the lies.
That's true. However, you realize that we will be very bad for the client, right?
I'm so confused. But the one thing I know for sure, I can't let this trial end yet. Okay, what is this 5th line? Thank you very much for taking the time to testify, Mr. the Killer.
What is the meaning of that attitude?
Oh, what a sweet
When Andrew Anderson entered the victim's room, your client had no idea that Joan Carter had been murdered.
But how? How do you know that?
By the way, Cheryl, what were you saying?
He had an attitude.
Yep. From this wine glass, Your Honor.
The glass.
The killer's supposed client to Mr. Carter had only fainted, which is why this glass of tomato juice was poured for the victim.
But isn't that just a part of Adrian Andrews' calculated plan?
That is not possible, Your Honor. Gas bears the fingerprints of that person. Had it been planned, they had never left their fingerprints behind.
I see your point. Mr. Edgeworth, what is your opinion? Strangely enough, I had the same exact thought just now. Witness, how do you explain this strange phenomenon?
No.
Isn't it a waste of time to ask about such a minor detail? It's not a very important point anyways, correct? I'm afraid you are mistaken. If Adrian Andrews really is your client, as you claim, then your client should have knowledge of Mr. Kuroda's death. If not, then that can only mean that Adrian Andrews was never your client at all.
Oh.
How strange. Yes? Why is it that the attorney has yet to raise an objection at this absurd situation?
Huh?
Who next? If the killer figures out what we ought to, we're in real trouble.
Yeah, I know. Mr. Edward, I am surprised. You knew you couldn't say things like that without any evidence.
Ah, sorry. Well, that was an awfully weak objection for the two of you. Anyway, I am positive there was a contradiction in that testimony. The prosecution requests further testimony concerning when the request was taken. Very well.
And now I have to buy us more time. While we wait for the items the killer left behind to get here. Just know what the very outcome of this trial lies with those items. We're not even to the end yet. Oh, we're close, we're close.
I thought we were going to be finished, but I guess not.
We're close, we're close.
This request came to me, about a week ago. It was a request for my services on the night of the awards ceremony. We met at a certain bar to discuss and finalize a few matters. That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I have made no mistakes. So you physically met your client, huh? That is correct. Meeting one's client is the first step to building trust, in my opinion. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please.
And a 1 and a 2 and a 3, bam! You physically met Adrian Andrews, right? He says, stating.
Of course I did.
What's that about? Is that a brief pause? Push further. Witness, I'd like for you to give us a few more details.
I always meet my clients as a matter of principle. I have never taken a request by telephone or mail. And why is that? That's because I value the trust between a client and myself above all else. And the only way to establish that is to speak to the client while looking them in the eye. Well, Mr. Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
I'm not sure. I just want to make sure I'm doing the right choice. Here we go.
Ooh. Damn.
Of course it was very important, Your Honor. If the Mr. Killer had him met his client before the murder, then it was unlikely he is mistaken.
You got a picture.
Bro?
So you're saying that his client really was Adrian Andrews?
I guess so.
You see, it is just as I said.
I'm lost. Who the heck am I supposed to help here?
Down, Phoenix. Think carefully and relax.
What are you doing, bro?
Oh, I keep getting messages on my phone.
Okay.
I don't know who from. I'm trying to ignore it, but it's kind of annoying because my phone keeps buzzing. It's like it's not making any noise, but it's vibrating the table, so it's kind of annoying. Oh dear. Now then, would the witness please continue? That is what occurred. I trust my memory, and I believe I have made no mistakes.
I made a boo-boo. Luckily I saved. Why he meets his client is not important. That wasn't the point. Witness, please stop sidestepping my questions.
What do you mean by this?
By that. My question was, did you really meet Miss Adrian Andrews in person?
I have already told you, Miss Wright, I did. It was only through talking with him face to face that I began to trust him.
Him?
Badam!
Him? It's a female, baby.
That's when I thought, I can trust this person as a client.
But it's a him.
It's true what they say about talking face to face.
Hey, dude.
Well,
Okay.
Miss Wright, was the testimony just now of any importance?
You didn't know that.
If I heard what I think that I just heard now, then I think I got him. Your Honor, I believe the testimony was just out of importance.
Huh? Really? If that's the case, witness, please include this statement just now in your testimony. Very well.
Do we? And by the way, look at this.
Different hairstyle.
Or maybe
No.
zoomed out. I wanna like to go over this one more time. One more time! You met Andrew Anders at the bar and took the request at that time.
Yes, that is correct.
And that's when you heard tough. He was trustworthy.
How many times must I repeat myself? Yes, that is correct.
I am sorry, but that is an impossible tale.
What?
Shelley the Killer. You have never really met Adrian Andrews.
Hmm? Why would you say that?
Because you made one very big slip up about her.
So what is the issue?
Oops.
Guess what happened?
Oopsie-daisy.
Guess what happened?
One fatal mistake.
Look what happened.
What did you say just now?
Look what happened.
Look at the radio.
About her?
I'm not seeing anything about the radio. Maybe I missed it.
Oh, that he got busted.
Okay. If you had ever met Andrew Andrews in person, one would look you have to told you that she is a woman.
Order in the court. Mr. Wright, what is the meaning of this?
One new radio, please, on the witness stand.
Clean up on the witness stand. Clean up on the witness stand.
Clean up on witness stand too, please. Clean up on down witness stand too. Woo!
His witness testimony is the following: that he always meet face to face with his clients when they're taking requests.
But he has never met Adrian Andrews in person. Yes, Your Honor. That is exactly the point. That means Mr. Tequila's client could not have been Miss Adrian Andrews. Oh, he's leaking oil!
No, he's sweating oil!
No.
That's crazy. It's like it's gonna explode again. I can guarantee it. It's gonna explode again.
Oh, this is great.
You got me, Phoenix White.
Mr. Edgeworth, I understand your logic on this one.
Guess who will be back soon?
However, why would the assassin make such a basic mistake? I believe it has to do with her name, Your Honor. Her name? Yes, Adrian Andrews is, without a doubt, a very androgynous name. Yes, I see. Unluckily for Mr. D. Killer, the entire time he was on the stand, no one had stated Miss Adrian Andrews' gender. And so he simply picked the wrong gender to go with. What? What is going on? Shelley D. Killer. This court demands an explanation. I think somehow I must have mixed up this client with another. So, does that mean you remember something different now? Yes, of course. Please, if you would allow me to testify once more.
I knew he was just going to spit out on more lies.
Very well. But this time, please give us the truth and nothing but the truth.
And here we go again.
Yes, now I remember. I took that request by mail. There have been times when I took a job without having met my client.
Didn't he say he never takes requests by mail?
Mm-hmm. He said he didn't want to take requests by mail because it was a sort of mistrust thing.
Uh-huh.
Show the picture. Show the picture.
The request was for the murder of Juan Corda and 2 or 3 other small things. When I saw the name at the end of the letter, I thought my client to be a man. So you took this job through a letter.
Didn't mention anything about a letter in his earlier testimony. Which means he definitely is lying.
Be careful, Phoenix. If you break the assassin's testimony completely, it's all over for us.
I know, I can make him suspicious, but I think we're okay, like, we can do this.
Ah, damn.
Okay. As long as he's standing there across from me, no matter how strong of a punch I throw, he will counter it.
Now then, let's begin the cross-examination.
And again, number 3.
Two or three other things.
Yes.
And what were those other things?
A few other things that have nothing to do with this case.
What should I do? Should I let him slide with that? It would be really bad if I pushed his buttons the wrong way. I got him mad. Whatever they are not related to this case, it is for the court to decide.
Mr. Attorney,
Yes?
everything I have said from the beginning has been nothing but beneficial to your client. Which is why I wonder what is pushing you to continue with this cross-examination. Could it be that you are planning to betray your own client?
That's...
I smell the stench of a backstabber! Uh-oh. And should you turn out to be one...
Wait! Uh-oh. This is going to look really bad. I shouldn't press my luck here. Gotta think for a push boogie. When this is a very important matter, please cooperate and tell us what those other jobs you were your client requested were.
If it's truly that important, I suppose I don't have much of a choice. The bear figurine.
The bear figurine?
After the assassination of the target, I was to find that figurine. I was told that this job was just as important as the actual killing.
And where was that figurine?
It was inside Mr. Corrida's suitcase.
And then what did you do next?
I handed it over to my client right away.
You gave it to your client? Interesting.
This information certainly sounds important to me. Witness, please include what you just stated in your testimony. As you wish.
Shelley the killer. If you had really given the bear to Miss Andrews, then this item should not been have inside it.
This item. I see where you're going.
Yep, that's where I'm going.
Where is everyone going? Do I need to pack a suitcase?
This judge is off the clue a lot of times.
Your Honor, please think back to Miss Andrews' testimony.
What were you saying, Shira?
He was.
What?
Clueless.
Oh, okay, I didn't hear it.
Yeah, she so faded out.
And I was going to burn it for her sake.
If even for a single minute. This bear had actually been in Miss Andrews' hands. I'm sure she would have taken a suicide note out and burned it.
Order, order, order. So that's where you two are going. Yeah, we're not going on holiday. So, by the very fact that this suicide note was still inside the bear, it tells us that your client didn't know how to disassemble the puzzle. Which means... It means, Your Honor, that it is impossible for Adrian Andrews to be the client.
And clear up our witness number 2, please. Pick up a new lady as you go.
Order! 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 Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'm sure I mentioned this before. How I hate traitors above all else. I think your cross-examination has clearly demonstrated something to me. You must wish to break your end of our agreement.
No, that's not.
That's enough. If that is your intention, then there's only one thing for me to do.
Wait, please.
Gentlemen, ladies, please excuse me. I have a matter that I must attend to.
No, please, not that. Please wait.
Mr. Attorney, bring this trial to a speedy end, and I may stay my hand. Otherwise... What in the... Mr. Wright, are you... Mr. Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor? I didn't understand this witness's outburst just now. Do you think there is a need to hear more testimony, or is this enough? Well, we should.
Edgeworth, we can't do this. If we keep this up, Maya, she will.
The prosecution... What has come over everyone? Even you are. The prosecution rests. What is going on around here? The prosecution has no further questions, Your Honor. What? What? Well, I never thought I'd see the day. This is a most unusual situation. If the prosecution rests with no further question, then the prosecution has failed to uphold its stance. If that is the case, then even though I am reluctant, I must believe that Mr. D. Killer's testimony is accurate. That would mean that Shelley D. Killer's client is Adrian Andrews. Mr. Wright. If I end the trial here right now, then your client, Matt Ungard, would be declared innocent. And in his place, Adrian Andrews will be charged with murder.
Andrews could be charged with murder.
The prosecution has no further questions, so we will now hear the defense's final remark. Bailiff, please bring the defendant, Matt Ungard, to the stand.
The items from the killer's hideout didn't make it in time. We tried as hard as we could, but it looks like our time has run out.
I can't believe it.
The outcome now lies in your hands. There he is.
Dude, did the old guy finally decide?
Do not say it.
To be honest, I can't think of you as a truly innocent and good person. You have done enough evil to drive a woman to suicide. But at least on the charge of murder, it would appear you are innocent. Ha. So, I guess even the old fuddy-duddy figured me out.
Wait until he bursts out. It's much even more funnier than the explosion.
Mr. On Guard? What an atrocious lawyer I have, giving his own client up like this. And that refreshing like a spring breeze crap, it's just as atrocious, don't you agree?
Wait until he bursts out.
Anyway, get on with it and pronounce me innocent already.
No.
Right, Mr. Lawyer?
Should I side with justice or should I save Maya's life?
Getting God a guilty person.
But if I did that, Maya will die. If I say he's innocent, Xander will be charged as the murderer. Do I say he's guilty or do I say he's not guilty? Either choice I make, someone's life is going to end.
Boy.
All hinges what I want to choose.
Now then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter. If the person who hired the assassin was Adrian Andrews, then your client, Mr. Matt Guard, is innocent. There's no need to ask, old man. After all, my lawyer is going to say what I want, aren't you? Right.
I can't do this, but I have to decide something. Get out of evidence anymore. I have to listen to my heart.
Okay, I'm going to let you guys decide. I am not sure what to do.
I would definitely say guilty because I feel like this will end up saying that Maya does somehow get saved.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say guilty.
You are guilty, Miss Mutton.
Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. You're guilty. Your blood is in your hands. The blood is in your hands. Return the slab.
Give me a moment. I'm checking something.
Return the slab. Forget the consequence.
Okay. This is a problem. This is for the bad ending, as you probably can see. The bad ending is basically not guilty.
Guilty.
So you have to say guilty.
Guilty.
That's the good ending.
Guilty. 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 Guilty.
We are waiting for your answer, Mr. Wright. That's on guard. Your client deserves an answer.
He is guilty. He is guilty.
Maya,
He is
I am
guilty.
sorry.
Whoa!
Who's that doing? Oh!
Francesca from Karma!
She came just in
How
time.
is she okay? She got shot!
She is.
What are you doing here? Ow!
You see now, don't you, Mr. Phoenix Wright? This is exactly why you should never take your eyes off on that scruffy fool.
Did you bring them? The final pieces. Do you have them?
You should know better than to ask that, Mr. Miles Edgeworth. Avon Karma is perfect in every way. The evidence is here in perfect condition. Don't worry about Scruffy. He's fine, and his injuries are minor.
Do you like Scruffy?
All the items are inside today.
What a filthy old coat this is.
It's gumshoes. I can spot his standard drags anywhere.
I apologize for the ugliness, but there are nothing else to swap the items in.
I fought so long and hard for her this trial. All of this inside the raggy coat. Sure, that's inside the coat and lies the crucial part of evidence. Your Honor, inside the filthy coat are the defense final pieces of evidence.
Your final evidence? This trial is already over. All that remains is for me to hand down my verdict. I do not believe that any evidence presented now would change the outcome of this trial.
What?
Your Honor, it is our duty to examine every piece of evidence down to the last. I request that Miss Von Karma be allowed to present these pieces of evidence. I suppose you are right, Mr. Edgeworth. I grant permission to do so. However, this one obvious rule applies here. If these items do not bring up any new points, then they will not be accepted by this court. Now, Miss Von Karma, if you please.
These pieces of evidence are items left by the killer during his escape from the police.
He must have been in quite a rush.
Yes, Your Honor. The killer left 3 pieces of evidence.
somewhere among the evidence we're about to see, there will be something that will turn out the situation around like a miracle. I'm sure of it.
It's all what we can hope for.
Bless you.
The first item is a pistol.
Does the killer pistol have anything to do with the case? Does the pistol have any relation to this case?
We have yet to perform our ballistic test, so I can't say anything for certain. However, I believe it has something to do with this case, at least with me.
That's the pistol that he used to shoot you, isn't it?
That's what I believe, yes.
Oh.
I kept the bullet removed from my shoulder as sure as a memento. I'm sure it will be an excellent sample for the test.
The pistol that was used to shoot Francesca is probably not going to help us very much.
Second piece of evidence is a videotape.
I took that from my guard's mansion. Have you checked the contents of that tape?
Unfortunately, there was no time to.
Oh yeah.
But I would separate that this tape is very important.
Why would you say that?
Because it came back to his hard heart from it.
The killer went back for it?
That's right. It looks like he was trying to recover it. He injured 3 of the officers at the site.
Hmm. Has that been line, bro?
Yeah, sorry.
But somehow it looks like they managed to protect it from the killer. Surely the killer is no ordinary man. Barf. The last piece of evidence is this bellboy's uniform. Hey, hey! Killer's
Yep.
uniform in disguise to hand over the stuff.
Is that the uniform from the Gatewater Hotel? Was that used during the crime?
I am almost certain it was. There's even a pair of black leather gloves in one of the pockets.
There's no doubt about it. The killer was wearing these on the night of the murder.
This is one thing I found interesting about this uniform.
And what is that?
There's a button missing on this uniform.
A button?
It was a very unique button. I'm sure it were to recover it. It would provide us with an interesting clue.
Hmm.
That's all I have to present, Your Honor. Now, step to actual.
What's going on? Oh, never mind. It's just as I thought.
And what is that, Your Honor?
I'm sure, were we under normal circumstances, these items from Shelley D. Killer's hideout would be very important clue. However, our question is not who did the killing. It is who is the client. Yes, that is correct. And these 3 items do not tell us anything about that. Thank you for your hard work, Miss Von Karma. You may sit down now.
Wait, Your Honor. Please allow me to examine this new witness.
Evidence.
New evidence. Overruled. This court already has all the evidence it needs to hand down a verdict. Wonderful. Absolutely splendid. This judge is such a brilliant man, isn't he?
First you said old man and now brilliant. What the fudge?
This is the end?
Who next?
I knew it. There's no such thing as a miracle in this world, isn't it?
I think you're wrong. I think they do exist. But you have to make that miracle happen. You come this far. You can't give up now.
But no matter how you think about it, it's...
Try, for my sake. Just think about it for a second. There are 2 ways out of this situation for us.
2?
The first. Make a god wish from the bottom of his soul for a guilty verdict.
Huh?
The killer will always place his client's wishes first. And then God himself wishes to be convicted, then he will let his hostage go.
That might be true, but that's asking me to do the impossible.
The second way, force the killer to end his contract with a guard. If the killer will no longer think of a guard as his client, then he would let Maya go.
Mia, that's even more impossible. He is a man who values his duty towards his clients above all else.
I know both of they seem like impossible feats at first, but you could make either one happen. It would truly be a miracle.
The bigger problem is, the judge already said he has no more evidence. Even the person just showed up, he is not accepting them.
Who next? I think things were true from the other side. Isn't that what had always worked out for us?
The other side? Wait, does he mean... You mean turn the things around?
Who next? The judge says he doesn't need the evidence. If in that case, then who does need it?
Person who needs the evidence.
The defense, the prosecution, and the judge. We have all seen the pieces of the evidence. And that is how we came to know the truth. But there is one person who has yet to see them all. And that person does not know the truth.
I know who he's talking about.
The truth. It may be what will bring about the miracle in the end. In the end! I tried so hard and not so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I have to fall to lose it all. Oh.
There are no objections this time, correct? Now then, I will pronounce my verdict. Why don't we all respectfully sit back and listen, kids? I have already told you, Mr. Wright. This court does not need any more evidence.
I'm not saying it is us that needs the evidence, Your Honor.
Hmm? Then you want to show the evidence to that person?
Yes, Your Honor. Please, Your Honor.
Mr. Wright, for your sake, with such passion, for you to ask with such passion, I will grant you one chance.
One chance. And one chance we only need.
Please show your evidence to who you think is the right person. That's impossible. To turn this situation around in one try. One try. That is all I will permit.
I have to try to remember everything that has happened up to this point. Think, Phoenix. Think! There must be a way to save Maya to take unguarded at the same time.
Now then, Mr. Wright, let's not waste any more time. Who would you like to show evidence to?
Do we need to say more?
Is that the right answer?
The only person that can't see. Remember?
Yeah, that is true. But he doesn't have any
He doesn't have
ability to.
He doesn't have to eyeballs on the radio, so.
Yeah, exactly. So how are you going to show it to him? That's my question.
We will find out.
We trapped the assassin.
I see. And now, tell this court one piece of evidence you would like to show this person. Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? I think there is some merit in showing this evidence to that witness. Bailiff, Free's been in the transceiver from earlier.
Alright, looks like I managed to convince him. Maya, is he okay? Right?
Didn't I tell you to concern yourself with bringing about a speedy end to this trial? Now, if I understand correctly, you wish to show me one piece of evidence.
Yes, one is all I needed. I have here a videotape. It was found at your hideout. I heard you injured 3 officers in your attempt to get this back.
That was most regrettable. However, it was an order from my client. I was told to protect that videotape.
I thought so.
I'm afraid I seem to have failed in that regard.
Do you know the contents of this tape?
I was sternly told by my client to not watch it.
Oh!
That is interesting. That is interesting. So, I have absolutely no idea.
Actually, you're are one on this tape.
Me?
There was a video camera hidden at the crime scene. The actions were recorded.
What? Is that true? Mr. Wright?
Oh, I want to
Who
see that.
was that planted a camera?
Well, the only person who could have planted a camera at the scene of the crime could have been your kind naturally.
That was Adrian Andrews. Be quiet and listen. You don't want
Oh, dirty! Right, Shira?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna open my curtains a bit because the light is finally dimmed down a bit.
Yeah, and I have to need to move you down for a bit because you are screaming actually.
Oh, sorry, I will mute myself a little bit more. Is this better? Is this better, Shira?
I muted you for volume down, of course, already. So there's no need.
Why didn't you say you lowered it yourself? I was lowering it for you.
Since you're screaming, of course, on my boxes, that's why the microphone does not recall my voice.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. It's actually muted. That's what I figure out.
Ah. Makes a lot of sense. Bro?
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Your client specifically a place and time for you, isn't that right?
Yes.
That was so they could film you.
I had no idea.
Poor Shelly. Let Maya go, please.
Mr. Wright. Why would my client do such a thing?
To seduce you.
I would like to know why.
To seduce you.
Blackmail.
Blackmailing.
I didn't want to film to the crime scene. Reason why he did it is my ticket out of this whole mess. There's only one reason why your client should secretly film the crime scene. They
Blackmail you.
Your client once told me something very interesting. We were talking about you and this is what they said.
But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. Oh, come now, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. Yes, that's where the video comes in. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want.
Your client didn't trust you at all. They were thinking using this video to blackmail you. What do you have to say that, Shelly the killer?
Aww. Bust it. Again.
Oh!
No! It looks like I was being deceived from the very beginning.
Yes, by natural. is what kind of person they are. Your client is a person who thinks and plots how to use people around them to protect themselves from any and all dangers that they might arise. That was the true nature of your client.
I have one question for the witness. Yes? You told us one thing numerous times during your testimony. You said that you detest traitors most of all. Yes, that's right. But what if that traitor was your own client? What would you do then? That's obvious. I would break our contract in that case. And then that client would become my next target. For the honor of the killer name, even if it takes an eternity. I would follow that person to the ends of the earth to exact my punishment.
Oh yeah.
Oh dear.
God, you're guilty. You will rot in hell. You're coming with me to hell.
I see. That's all I wanted to know.
The traitor becomes the killer's next target. Ah, I get it. This is how we turn this case around.
Mr. Wright.
Yes?
My contract with my client is over as of now. I seem to have a new job in my hand. I will now return to you your precious item.
Okay, that wasn't me.
Yeah, on the end. What the?
I'm not an item.
I'm not an item.
Maya, I thought I'd never see you again. Thank goodness. And we did it.
Now we are putting the punishment on Mr. Guard.
Let the fate accept that he accept his death.
Yup.
This trial appears to have come to its conclusion.
Mr. Ungard, you're guilty.
However, I am sort of, I don't quite know what just happened there with the client and the witness, and, Miss Von Karma, where did that... She always has you in her sights.
Lol.
Now, I do believe it's time to finally hand down a verdict. Get this case over and done with.
Finally.
Finally.
Hey, look at that!
He struggled. He struggled. Wait until he's actually really struggled.
It looks somehow we got you. You got what you wanted. You finally received the acquaintance you wanted so badly. You should be happy.
But before that, I would like to make one final statement. Sometime in the near future, one very betrayed assassin may appear before you.
Ouch.
Needless to say, that man is very good at what he does. I'm sure you would understand what I mean if you watch this video. Help me? Now then, Your Honor, the verdict, if you please.
I actually want to see what's on the tape.
Lol.
Oh, we can't see.
Crap.
Oh.
We have finally reached the end of a very long battle. Whatever he convicted or acquitted, there is no escape for him now. Go on, Phoenix. Plead whichever your way your hearts tell you.
Right, Chief. Plead guilty. Don't we agree?
Yes. Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty.
Madam God, you're guilty to kidnap Maya and try to hire an assassin for Mr. Juan.
And even frame your manager.
And betrayed betray the one assassin. By
Yep.
blackmail.
So he's actually being blamed for quite a fair bit, not just
Yep.
murder.
Madam
for
God.
murder, for murder, for kidnapping, for blackmailing.
Look at his eyes. He's like.
I'm being an ass.
Yep. Even though I'm a lawyer, I can make your crime disappear. I think your guilty verdicts as a help.
Appreciate here.
Appreciated here.
Appropriate.
My wonderful son, guilty, yet you are guilty. Even Schleschke said this.
Bro.
Me, my wonderful self, guilty.
Even if you got an acquittal, the instance you set foot outside of the detention center, life will be in danger, no matter which way you look at it. You cannot run away from your crime anymore.
Oh,
Guilty. That's what I thought. He's scratching his whole face. That's so
it
creepy.
looks like we have uncovered the real truth.
I don't remember you helped out much in this.
Mr. Edgeworth, how is Matt on guard? I have left Miss Von Kammer in charge of his incarceration. I'm sure he's getting a full course meal of whipped leather right now.
Sure, we'll have a lot of fun.
This was for framing everyone. This is for murder. This is for betraying your client.
Feels like this is for shooting me. This is for killing Mr. Juan. This is for kidnapping Maya. This is for making an accident with Detective Gumshoe, that foolish freak.
That's scruffy, officer.
Very good. That was a close one, wasn't it?
Yes. I plan to pay my debt to Society for my own crime, Your Honor. The first time I was called to witness and during this trial, all I felt was despair.
Must be talking about the time Edgeworth really went after her. I guess he was trying to forgive him for what he did. Hello?
This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me.
But after that, when I was alone in the detention center, that was the first time I really saw myself for who I am. And today, when the two of you used your combined strength and convinced Matt, I felt like I had finally been saved.
Wow, this is the first time I'm seeing her smile.
I am really happy that you two were in charge of this case. I really don't know how to express how I feel at this moment. This is the first time I felt comfortable with myself, with who I am. Thank you so much, everyone.
Wow, crazy.
Yup.
It looks like we have resolved everything at last.
You did nothing, Judge. You're just like, you're guilty, and nibbling your popcorn.
As for myself, there are still a few things I'm confused about. But everyone seems to be in good spirits. And that is good enough for me. That is all. The court is adjourned.
We won! We all won. Everyone won.
March 23rd, 5:14 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 3.
You were great out there, Phoenix.
What I did out there was right, wasn't it?
This is the first time you're not gotten your client off. You got them as a guilty verdict this time. But you have to look past all of that. This was really important. You now realize that there is something more than just getting not guilty, right?
Yes, I understand now.
Phoenix, think back for a second. Think of the moments before Miss Von Karma arrived with the final pieces of evidence. Think about the incredible decision you had to make.
We said guilty.
Now then, Mr. Wright. Let's hear the defense's final statements on this matter.
I can't count on the evidence to help me anymore. I have to listen to my heart. Side with justice, or should I save Maya's life?
But what about the ending?
He is guilty, or is he not guilty?
Hey!
Oh,
He is
sorry.
guilty. Those were your choices, then, and your answer.
That was my bad. I wanted that as Phoenix, so why would deceive me?
Your answer spoke to what being a lawyer means to you.
Right.
Edgeworth.
I have good news. Maya is now safe in police custody.
Girls.
You're telling us the truth, right, Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, she's quite safe.
And now nibbling on food.
She is on her way here as we speak in a patrol car.
Mystic Maya is safe! You did it! You really did it, Mr. Nick!
Ooh, she punches him in the heart for a kid.
I believed in you. I kept saying to myself, Mr. Nick will save her! Mr. Nick will save her!
Thanks. That was my line, actually.
Aw.
Oh!
What's wrong?
Miss Von Karma!
About earlier. Thanks.
Why are you still smiling, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You You lost! Your perfect win record has now been crushed.
Well, she got her wish, didn't she? She wanted to break our record. She did. In the matter of speaking. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
What do you think, Shira?
Mm-hmm. And yet, you're still happy?
I don't think you ever understand, Miss Frankama.
How dare you?
My neighbor's singing.
You guys hear that?
Happy
No.
birthday to you!
I don't hear anything.
Okay, good.
Don't worry. She may in time. After all, I was like that myself until a year ago.
Edgeworth?
For my own personal victories and for guilty verdicts. I used every dirty trick in the book, and still my win record remained spotless. But a man appeared and stood fast against that selfish me. I fought him in my usual manner and tasted my first defeat. I felt like I had lost everything because of that. And then it was my turn to sit in the defendant's chair. And I was saved by that person I called my enemy. I couldn't forgive myself for all that had happened, so I left the prosecutor's office. And I left that note. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
As well you should have. A prosecutor who has shamed himself with defeat should crawl into a hole and die. Hey, that's not nice.
But that was not what happened. After I left the prosecutor's office, I finally came to realize something. And it was in that moment of clarity that everything began to change.
What a foolish nonsense.
We prosecutors use anything we can to attack the defendant. But every time we did so, no matter how desperate the situation, instead of giving up like most people, that man would hold strong with his undying faith. And then, before I knew it, I began to trust in that man as well.
What? You trusted your enemy?
It doesn't matter how many underhanded tricks a person uses. The truth will always find a way to make itself known. The only thing we can do is to fight with the knowledge we hold and everything we have. Erasing the paradoxes one by one. Ooh, I like that word. It's never easy. We claw and scratch for every inch. But we will always eventually reach that one single truth. This, I promise you.
The truth.
Yes, that's the reason why prosecutors and defense attorneys exist. But I'm sure you knew that already, didn't you, Wright? That's why you couldn't forgive me, this man who went into hiding. Isn't that right? This man who only had his sights set on victory, who ran away into the night.
Oh. Is Mr. Edward right, Mr. Nick?
You really let me down. When you disappeared, I felt betrayed. Because I decided to become a lawyer to begin with. So I believed in the things you said to me. All those years ago. And you betrayed your own words. Why, 1 year ago. I made up my mind. I decided that Miles, where I knew had died. At least that's what I told myself.
You pathetic fool.
Miss von Karma!
I don't want to hear that wretched whimpering of a disgraced loser. A von Karma is someone who is designed to be perfect. Miles Edgeworth, you're no longer worthy. You are no longer worthy to being a von Karma. And neither am I. It's over. It's all over.
I just got through something on the ground just now.
This is an electromagnetic receiver.
Isn't that the things you use to track Detective Gumshoe?
I'll return this to the precinct later. There's something else.
Whip!
I'll never set foot in another courtroom again. I'm sure that's what she's saying about this action. You should keep this, right?
Yes. Pride is becoming a Francesca.
We're becoming the next Von Karma. The Von Karmas of justice. Okay.
Yeah.
It's Maya!
Maya!
Sigma!
Yay.
One big family.
Oh, Nick, I knew you would come through. You got in God convicted like I knew you would. And on top of that, you even rescued me.
Well, of course I did. I knew I would never desert you. Oh, we sure pressed our luck at this trial. You should really lucky be standing here.
Whatever. Looks, it's over, okay? Besides, if I did croak, I would just come back and haunt you like a bad ghost. You're Pearly.
Is that really easy to do something like that?
Thanks a lot, Nick.
Don't you mention it.
Maya.
Oh, Mr. Edgeworth.
I'm relieved you're alright.
Hey, it looks like you made some real progress, Mr. Edgeworth. Aww.
Well, I suppose I'm a little different from who I was a year ago.
Oh, she's hungry. Alright. I think it's time we get out of this depressing place.
Huh? Where are we going?
Food, Nick! Food! Grab chow. I'm starved! I'm so hungry. Even you look like a nice juicy burger on a bun to me, Nick.
You think I look like a burger? I'm a prime rib at least.
Come with us, Mr. Edgewood, please.
Yay. The team. We have a team member with us.
If you insist.
Yay. All
All
right.
right. That was my line, actually.
All right.
All right. So how about we hit up our usual burger joint?
Don't be silly, Nick.
Huh?
The case messed up that awesome evening and got in the way of my gourmet food. So I decided that we have to make it up by having another feast.
Another feast?
Come on, Nick. Food! Oh no.
And we're back here again.
7:38 p.m. Gatewater Hotel lobby.
I think we are getting old tech. Oh, look! Gumshoe.
Without his jacket and bandage this time. Hey pal, sorry to keep you guys waiting. Gumshoe, are you alright?
Also, old tech is there.
Yeah, but I'm really embarrassed. I didn't think I could have hit a telephone pole, of all things. He was hit by a telephone pole.
Or the telephone pole hit him. Or he hit the telephone pole. What is the opposite? It's a mystery for the next episode.
A telephone pole? Then it wasn't a red light that got him?
Yeah, did it again, city boy. Felt like my jail heart was gonna give out on me. And I'm joking.
Yeah, it was more exciting than it was for the last episode of Steel Samurai.
Thanks.
And thanks, Raven. Thanks for barking on the background.
Here, have a cookie.
Sorry about that, guys.
Nah, look here, Mr. Snoop Persecutor. Don't be wrecking at me, bullet Mr. Wright too hard. If you don't stop being a lot nice to him, you might just kick it, not even.
I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, come on. Everyone's scared around. You're gonna get your picture taken by your junior professional photographer.
Looks like brother a new camera. Well, pal, at least we can put this messy case behind us now. Come on, tonight's all about eating.
Messy.
So let's go chow down, pal.
Amen to that, pal. Amen.
You know, when you think about it, you were the ones who saved the day, detective. Huh? Me? You really think so?
He's right. If it wasn't for the free items you took, I think this trial would have had a very different ending.
Oh, well, you know, it's oh, wait. That's odd. When I ran off of things, the killer hideout, I'm sure I took 4 things in total, sir.
What?
4 things?
Yeah, I'm sure I put one of the items in my coat pocket. The 4th item?
Ah, come on, y'all. It's over. But woo boy, I tell ya, you really are something else. Between getting accused of murder for getting kidnapped? Never a dull moment with you, huh? You think?
Why does he look so happy about that?
Being a shut away for 2 whole days. Scared?
Yeah, it was really scary. I felt so hopeless. So I keep my mind off the things and drew a picture. Sounds like you had a rough day. So where's that picture of yours?
I'll be back in a minute, guys.
Yeah, I want to see it. I want to see Mystic Maya's picture.
Oh. You know, I don't know where it went.
Aw, it's too bad.
Well, it's alright. It wasn't anything important anyway.
Ah. Sure, it's to finally see them both smiling again.
Beep, 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 beep. Oh my god. Telephone is very beep, 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 beep. Let me do it.
Yeah, sure. What is it, Edgeworth?
This thing has been picking something up.
Oh, that's Miss Von Karma's receiver. Thanks to her, I had an awful experience of my life, sir. Can't believe she stuck the tracking device on me.
That's odd. Even though you're standing right here. The tracking device seems to be in a different location.
Oh, that's probably Buster or something, sir?
Well, it doesn't matter. I'm afraid it's about time for me to excuse myself.
How ironic that I come back right at that moment that he says that.
Yep.
I still have some work to do.
Huh? But Mr. Edgeworth, we haven't eaten anything yet.
And you have eaten way too much, you glutton.
Oh.
I had fun tonight. Now, if you excuse me.
Give a hug.
Wait.
What?
Thank you.
I just wanted to say thanks, Edgeworth. You really saved me out there.
If anyone should be saying thanks, it should be me, right?
I feel like words alone aren't enough here. I wonder if there's anything I can give him. That's how I'm feeling. Shall we?
The real thing, what you want to give?
What's this?
Thank you. This is all thanks to you two. You and her.
You don't need to thank me. I was only doing my job.
Like Mr. Edgeworth that is left, Mr. Nick.
Oh, now I'm getting hungry.
Me too.
Hey, Mystic Maya! Huh? Yes, Pearly? I guess you two can get back to being lovey-dovey, right? You and Mr. Nick, I mean. Pearly,
Will you cut it out already? You're embarrassing me.
Anyway, so who is paying after this lovely dance party?
As if you need to ask. Everyone say thank you to Nick. Oh god.
Yeah, like he has the money for that.
Huh? Yeah, I'm kinda at the point where I can't even buy instant noodles, pal. I kinda already put your name on the bill. Huh? Huh?
Yeah, you got me a situation just like that myself. Here's a camera, show up in this hotel, see? And I just bought myself this good old beauty, yeah. It better be anyhow for $3,000.
Huh?
Actually, I reckon you brought it for me since I don't your tab at all. Oh my god. Money problem.
isn't that great, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, Nick.
Why do I feel suddenly feel like I like screaming?
Anyway, you don't need to hold back now, you hear?
Yeah, pal, time to let it all out.
This is going to be the first
time I hear the real you. Go on, it's been a while since I heard you say it. I've been busy being hostage for all.
Alright then, if you say so. Finally we did it!
Wow, that was a crazy, crazy case.
Here it was.
I feel like we've been living in the edge lately. I mean, there's death 3 times now. Pretty cool, huh? I feel like a pro. There is an ending scene, if I remember.
I'm so happy that you would save Mystic Mayan, Mr. Nick. I'm so happy for you too if you speak.
I'm not touching the controller. The controller's on the desk, hands free.
Mooners, and should have made a rope for their foot through here just in case.
Bird lovers.
Well, it looks like I'm back on the force again. Remember, so took a long talk with the chief and he got 3 years time. I heard things like letting that one go is bad for all society. I knew crashing heading a line, the only way to live pal. I want to actually make some grub. Getting hungry from all the food.
Want food.
Dude. Oh.
Ha! Maggie Bright to try new uniforms out of the day, sir. I'm going to be a waitress from now on. And bring smiles and joy to people who come by the restaurant, sir. I hope to stop by there sometime, Mr. Wright.
If it's a meal, somebody do it for me. Go toilet.
Oh no, not this guy!
Oh! Oh, honey!
Recently, yes, that girl, you know, I haven't seen her around. Yes. But I remember, if I even laid so much as an eye at her, it would go crack. It didn't matter if I got whipped, though. Yes. Oh.
Yeah, that guy's weird.
He sure is. Ow!
That's Max.
Time to begin our quest in the World Circus domain and let the world know there is the plan to make a fabulous toy from the Semarine.
The Semarine is like Think Zero can make a pig and Bunny who can talk.
I think it's weird anything but talking bunnies, but even rude left most rude jokes. I claimed him in itself, your hit server. There he is!
I'm ready! I'm ready! These jokes are on the follow on deafness. I'm going to be more comprehensive with my humor. Of course, representing!
We've got you guys all worked out. Careful. Say something, will you? You're supposed to start this off. Get on with it.
Oh god.
Who's next? Oh, all back.
You're not doing any accelerating something! I can't believe this! Really? I'm bringing up to make me do this! Because whose idea does it mean to have a leave heading meaning? But, when you got that feeling, you wouldn't want to be forgotten about me, wouldn't they? God, what's that ever like since the old days? Everyone taught it to roll the feed. You used to! Call me Queen Monkey! Oh, the hell of it! Everything here was thrown and spread me! Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, best all back ever.
She did try her best to keep up, that's for sure.
I know.
I appreciate everything you have to do with Medford with me from the bottom of my heart. Oh, that's right. I learned from Mr. Ghana. He said after I get out, I should be free to consider everything at all. I'm really thankful to have met everyone.
Oh, that was great.
One question still remains on my mind.
That's
The
his.
killer.
Oh, the killer!
What was?
Hello?
As such, I will take a short leave of absence. If you would like to request my services, please be sure to visit my homepage. May we both be blessed with longevity.
Oh, he has, of course, a dark web, of course. That's
Yeah.
where you also get the assassin page.
Also, that goes against what he said earlier in his first
Yeah.
thing. But whatever.
March.
March 23rd, 9:42 p.m. International departures, gate 12.
Oh, it's the airport.
Where are you going,
That's
Francesca?
Ashworth. That's
Oh.
Ashworth.
That's from Karma.
Huh? How did you know I was here?
With this.
That's...
I heard you were planting things on a certain person. Things like tracking devices in his coat, for example.
just like you. I only planted in there because he is always wearing it. This filthy drab coat of his. I don't know how it ended up in my luggage. But it was going in the trash. I promise you that.
Oh, that's right. Speaking of that man,
Danny, wait
he
for this.
told me something very interesting.
What do you want to say, Shira?
Wait until you see something about Miss von Karma. Wait and see.
When I ran off with the things at the killer hideout, I was sure I took 4 things in total, sir.
4 things.
It seems he put the last one in his coat pocket.
He put it in here? It doesn't matter anymore. In the case is already over.
What are you going to do now?
That's none of your business.
Are you running away?
Shut up. You don't understand a thing. You can't possibly understand what it means to be Manfred von Karma's daughter.
Francesca?
So many explanations from everyone around me, explanations I must fulfill. I'm expected to win no matter what. And failure, such a thing is not an option for me. My father was a genius, there's no doubt about that, but me, I am no genius, I've always known that. But I had to be one, I had to.
You may not be a genius like your father, but you are a prosecutor. You have been and always will be.
Huh? No, I'm not. Not anymore. I even throw my own whip away.
Speaking of that, Wright gave me this to hold on to. Right. You knew something like this would happen, didn't you? I'm going to say this again. We prosecutors do not fight for personal honor or pride. I hope you will think deeply about what you should be striking down with that whip.
You haven't even changed a bit. You always left me alone and walked on without me. Well, Sedgeworth, I always hated you.
Gee,
And
hard.
finally, my chances to take my revenge on you arrived. If I could win against that man, if I could make Phoenix Wright bow down in defeat, then girl you left behind would have been rising higher than you. That was supposed to be my revenge.
I see.
You know, I can't do that. I can't change who I am. I can't throw away everything I've been until today.
I believe you can, just like how Adrian Andrews did.
Adrian Andrews?
You were going to use her during the trial, right? But you were dependent on your father by using his tactics. Isn't that right? Today, you chased after me after I had left you behind all these years. And that's why we're standing here now, side by side. But I have no intention of stopping. If you say you're going to quit your walk down the prosecutor's path, then this is where we part ways, Francesca von Karma.
That's a new face.
I'm Francesca von Karma. Don't think I'm going to walk in your shadow forever. Our battle begins now, so you better prepare yourself, Miss Isles, at once.
Okay, that emotional. That's nicely put here. Nice.
Very, very, very nicely done. Phoenix Wright. One day, someday, I'm sure we'll meet again in battle. Until then, this last piece of evidence that never made it to you, I'll take good care of this fourth piece. Wait, is this Francesca, do you think?
Yep. Unless we meet again.
Oops. My bad.
Remember. Nick.
Oh, genius. Capcom.
Trophy earned.
Wow, that was insane.
I totally agree.
That was probably one of the craziest trials that we've had to do ever.
Sure was. Well, guys, this is it, sadly. We have been expanding it for 1 hour more. I'm not sure if the others can continue more. Otherwise, yeah. Yeah, if you liked the content so far, feel free to leave a follow or subscribe or comment below what your preferred choice. You can also go to twitch.tv/MegaDragonoid. Well, I'll be streaming. You can also go to dvno.com/MegaDragonoid. Well, I'll be putting my art down. If Shiro wants to go first, ladies first.
Well, if you go to my DeviantArt, you should search for Zero the Hedgehog. And if you go to, searching for on YouTube for me is Princess Zira.
There you go. And, yeah.
Our Miles Edgeworth here. Or Justin.
That's temporarily for now, yes. But for the next one, maybe.
What do you mean, maybe?
You will know.
Okay. Okay, well, I'm Just Parodies Man on YouTube. I am also Just Parodies Miner on Twitch. And I have Dr. Chester the First on DeviantArt.
And there you go. This is it. Have a nice day. Have a nice week. And see you next week with maybe another game. Or maybe the same game. But the next chapter. We will see. We will see what happens. See you next time, everybody. Peace!
Peace!